So this is actually my second time at doing this video. The first time the audio was just a mess, and so this is the second attempt. It's just an update as well. I haven't actually watched the last video that I uploaded, so I'm not sure exactly what's changed, because to me loads has changed. I mean, look at this guy swimming around there. This is my shrimp tank, and that guy just swimming around. Clearly not any sort of shrimp. There is over 20 shrimp in this tank at the moment, and there's a pregnant female somewhere. Oh, and there's a... Can you just about see him? There's Mr. Amano there. And all these white dots on the glass, they are snail eggs. Bladder snail, I believe. I do clean this glass every other day, but I mean, I can see on the side there, there's tons there. There would be easily over 50 eggs on the glass. To be honest, this, I'm not 100% sure if that's a Blackmore or just your average black goldfish, because I do not know where he come from 100%. I believe he may have been on this guppy grass that I bought. This was about 3 months ago now though, and I have trimmed it down and put some in my bigger tank, and the difference it made is amazing. It's just there's no light coming to the Java moss down the bottom. This one was just crazy growing, but then once this started growing, that halved in speed. As you can see, this and this were planted at the same time, and even this little one here, that was, and then you compare it to that one, amazing. The shrimp do like. Is there anyone in there now? There's three hiding in this one. I've just sprinkled some flake food in there so they can have a little nibble on. I do give them, I got oh. There was a dead shrimp in here yesterday. It was caught up in that net, and I could not, but it was just ridiculous. It's so gutting when I found it, because I put that net on there so that the shrimp eggs won't get sucked into, because this is actually an overhead sump. I did have some other media in there, but I'm trying to adjust this flow rate, because it makes a whole mess because there's a piece missing. So I put that in there. Eventually I want to take all this apart again and just modify it also, it's all tire, but it's doing an amazing job. I love it. I've got a big sump, but I haven't set that up for my other tank. Anyway, I added this almond leaf, some cones. I did have some cinnamon there, but I thought it was just overkill. I left it in there for a day and then I took it back out, because there's just cones everywhere now. I'm not actually sure how many cones you should put in. So with that, I got a free sample of shrimp barley. It goes a long way, to be honest. It's these little, one of those I put into that dish, the dish just there, and obviously they all just swarm, but it does break down pretty quick. Within a few minutes it just starts melting almost, and after they'd all had a buffet on it, there was loads left, so I had to take it out. And that's in there right now is my pellets from the local fish shop. There is, oh, I haven't even said I've changed. You can just go on. That was around there. It wasn't even that exact piece actually. That's just another piece I've stuck in and changed from my other one, because originally there was the bogwood with the slate along the top, because I had kingplex in here. They have gone to the big tank, so it is just shrimp in here now. Oh, and apart from the this guy. You couldn't see the pleck at all ever, so I took the slate out and I added this piece of wood and made like more of a cave so you could see through and see him. And then the Amanos came. They came, they saw, they conquered. The plex were always hiding under the wood though. You'd never see them again after a while. So I changed it again, I took that out and I just moved them all to the big tank, and so I've just got this one piece of wood now. I don't know if the shrimp really benefit from it, because they do just keep it. I had 3 Amanos in here, I think it's 3 or 4. And like, I've just put some flake food in, there's not really that, and not all this is flake food, it's gravel and bits and pieces. Because I've repotted the plant over there, because it was just in the substrate. But I feel that if you put it in like a glass vase, it's more beneficial because you can contain everything in one space for the roots. And it should make it stronger. I've got gravel at the bottom, then I've got some, I can't remember the name of it, on the top, with nutrients in it, and I've put one of these in the bottom. There is actually some of these. There was, how many? There's a good few tabs in that packet. 10 tabs in that packet. And I've dotted them all around in the substrate. I believe there's like 2 here somewhere. There's maybe 2 at the back there. There's definitely one for that big boy there. And there's 1 in the bottom of that vase now. And so I want to see how, because I've already trimmed this guppy grass. No, yeah, guppy grass. And so I want to see how it grows now in the vase. What else was there? Oh, there was something I just forgot. Oh, there's a blue velvet just there. There's 3 in here, I think. I can't remember how many I bought because I bought them local off a guy, and I think he stuck me some in for free because just how hard they were to catch. But they're not really flourishing, you could say, like the red cherries. The red cherries are just, I'm looking forward to the day where I can't find the pregnant female, because when you find a pregnant female it just feels like they're pregnant for so long because you're just waiting for the eggs. I did see some babies. You only ever see babies on this wood. It's hard to spot them anywhere else. Can I see any? Oh, there's one. It just flew. Well, it didn't fly, but can you just see it in the centre there on the edge? Is it moving? Just there, look, see? What's the chances of that? A little baby shrimp. And so I don't know, because obviously you only ever see 1 or 2 at a time maybe. Oh, and there's trumpet snails in here, Malaysian trumpet snails. So I wanted them to dig up some of this because I can't remember the name of it, but I had that Deptrius, is it? That was in the gravel, and you sometimes see them little wiggling around. And so I got some of that to agitate the substrate, hopefully clean it up a bit. You rarely see them. I do see them every now and then. I've seen 1 on the bogwood. The bogwood is pretty good just for seeing your stock, see what's in there. I've got a bit of a cold, but I don't know where the everything is. I don't feel like there's much. I've got this black tubing that goes around. I originally got that for the plex. I don't know if the shrimp enjoy it. It's like they bury themselves in the branch, the leaves. They do like the old Java moss. But that needs light, and then you've got the problem of this blocking out light. It was very dark before I trimmed it, but then when I was planting it, I snapped one of the branches at the bottom. So that's what the second one is on the right. I've tried to bury it back down just to see if it will grow again, because all this is just one branch, and that's what's coming off it. So, and then you've got these shoots. I'm not even sure where they've come from. You can't even see where they start. You might think do, but they don't actually go into the gravel. And then there was some at the back. Where have they gone? And then you've just got the odd branches just floating around. There's things just everywhere, but it's almost like a beautiful chaos. So that is just an update. I might go back and watch the old one and see. There's two shrimp, just don't know if you can see them at the back, just sitting on a cone, relaxing with each other. Can you? Oh, just there, having a little chat. Oh. So, and my heater just oh, is that shrimp on the top? There's two shrimp just sitting on top of the heater controls. That just constantly keeps coming off the glass. It's not like the shrimp move it. It's not like a big fish bounces into it and just knocks it off. Every other day I have to keep sticking it back to the glass, no matter how much I try to make sure it stays in place. And this guy just keeps. I wasn't sure how long you're supposed to keep these leads in, but I've read that you just keep them there until they degrade, and basically just should be one stem left. Just let it disintegrate basically. And I think maybe, I'm not 100% sure on how long these should stay in. There's another one just over there. They're quite nice to look at, you know, just that way. But they all give off good nutrients for the water. I did a water change the other day. I've been adding my fertilizer for my plants. CO2 carbon and easy plant I think it's called. So that's an update. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep up to date, because hopefully I'll be having a hatchling soon. It does feel like it's been forever since I found the pregnant female. So if you want to keep up to date, see how that gets on and how this gets stocked, hit the subscribe. And thanks for watching. Thanks.